Hey, what's up everybody? Glasses Senpai here, and today I'm going to discuss something about RWBY. On Entertainment Weekly, I read a title where it said Bernie Browns wants to make RWBY into a live-action film one day. I'm not sure how I feel about this. Of course, I'm not sure if you guys have realized, but live-action movies tend not to do very well. I mean, granted, this was made in Japan. Let's not forget the Attack on Titan live-action movies where Eren wasn't even CGI. It was just an actor wearing a rubber suit. No, seriously, he was. Go look that up. But Bernie Browns, as he said, while he wants to make the film, he doesn't think that it's in RWBY's immediate future, well, at least for the next stage. Right now, he says he's probably going to be focusing on video games. The new RWBY game, RWBY Grim Eclipse, that just got released on Steam not too long ago, and also the new comedy series that's a spin-off of RWBY, you know, RWBY Chibi, has been pretty successful, and they want to focus more on that than making a live-action film. But that being said, he still wants to make a live-action film. Now, the model he's going off of is kind of like what Marvel's been doing. You know, they have their comics first, and then their video games, and then their movies, or vice versa. Sometimes the video games are based off the movies, and whatnot. But yeah, so I just thought it was really interesting, and also just kind of wary. I mean, we all know live-action films that are based off of anime aren't very good. But that also being said, RWBY is not your typical anime. I mean, for starters, it's not in 2D, rather it's in 3D, which is kind of still new. It's a new process, but it's slowly creeping into the anime industry. As we get more and more advanced with our 3D technologies, more and more anime is turning to 3D. And another fact, RWBY is not Japanese. It is an American-based company based in Houston, owned by Roosterteeth. So we could actually get something decent if they actually take the time and focus on the quality. And quality is something most live-action films kind of lack. And that's in most respects. That's CGI, costumes, and, story. With live-action films, they end up having to condense everything down into taking something this big and making it this big to fit it into a 2-hour time slot. Now think of RWBY, which is going to be 5 seasons by this fall, squished down into probably an hour-and-a-half animated movie. Unless they're making another spin-off movie, this is not a good plan for Roosterteeth at all. That's always a dangerous game to play. I mean, if you look at the Your Lie in April live-action movie that was just released over in Japan not too long ago, the Your Lie in April film, it literally covered the entire anime and all the books in like a 2-hour movie, if that. And apparently they threw out all the side characters in the movie. Like, they don't even exist in the movie. They're like the live-action movie, that is. So yeah, it's a really dangerous gamble if you want to make your live-action movie based off the series, because you just have to condense everything down so small. Like in RWBY in this case, you might just have a focus on RWBY and maybe Yang, as opposed to RWBY, Yang, Weiss, and Blake. Not to mention Team Juniper and all that stuff. I can imagine that would be extremely difficult to do all their character developments based in a 2-hour time slot. And I think they should focus on their video games and other smaller series like their RWBY Chibi series. But when you take all this stuff into account, I believe Roosterteeth does have a fair shot at making something successful, although I would take that with a grain of salt since they have some experience, but not a ton. But at the same time, they're not in the same position as their Japanese counterparts. Anyway, guys, thank you for watching. Just leave your thoughts and comments down below. I mean, what do you think about Roosterteeth attempting a live-action film? Go ahead and leave a like down below. And why not subscribe and share this stuff on Facebook or any of your other social media, so you can get your friends' opinions on what they think about the possibility of a live-action RWBY movie. Anyway, I'm Glasses Senpai, and I'll see you guys in the next video.